everybody. Dan John here from danjohnuniversity.com. Now listen, I was doing a workshop this week with a very interesting group of the most elite of first responders we have in the United States. And I'm not going to tell you very much about them, and even if I did, you probably never heard them, so I'm not worried about it. We were discussing something important, and the concept of things like I believe that the hill sprint and stadium steps are very much hinge-like exercises, and yet I always have a caveat when I'm working with groups that aren't elite sprinting. And I tell them, one of the things I'd like you to do is do the drills, running up hills, and running stadium steps, and even sprinting, holding sticks in your hand. Now, I always have plenty of sticks in my hand in my home because we use these for hang clothes on. Now the problem with having sticks like this is that if you have two daughters like I did, your daughters might think they're Olympic gymnasts and break the sticks. So you always need a bunch of them around. I gotta tell you, it's a very, very simple little thing. But what you can do is even when you're in the gym, you can just do high step walking, holding the sticks in the middle. And one of the things you'll notice is that my rhythm and my symmetry is pretty good. Now, because I always joke, even the dumb kids will figure out to stop sprinting like this if they hit themselves in the face 3 to 10 times. Smart kids tend to only hit themselves in the face 1 time. But now, if I'm running a hill and being aggressive and I start to, speed skate, those sticks are going to come up here. So one of the things I really emphasize, and it's very inexpensive, you use PVC pipes, you can use broomsticks. I'm sure you just use junk out of your garden, but practicing like this has great value here in the gym. And then if we go outside and we decide to go faster on the street, this is going to keep our arms, hands, and alignment, our symmetry, in very good shape. Again, it's one of those things, I wouldn't even say this is a high-end elite tool, but it's one of those simple little things you can do with practically no money spent on equipment that'll help yourself and your athletes with instant feedback on symmetry. How many injuries are caused by asymmetry? I don't know. Now listen, I get it. Listen, I get it, friends. As a discus thrower, I made a bargain when I was young to be totally asymmetrical. My joke used to be I could rip a safe off the wall with my right hand, but I couldn't pull up my zipper with my left. You become an asymmetrical beast, which is great if you're going to be a discus thrower, or a shot putter, or a javelin thrower. But you're going to have to spend the rest of your life trying to fix those issues. So one of the things I like to strive for with athletes, with just about everybody I know, is teaching them a toolkit for teaching themselves symmetry. If you do listen to my work, you'll know that I'm a big believer in having weeks, and in some cases months at a time, where we do a lot of one-hand presses, one-hand bench press, one-hand TRX rows, and then running hills and stuff like that. Those are the months where I'm striving to remind you the importance that you want the two sides of your body to approach symmetry. Good athletes are never to get there. It is beautiful. A symmetrical person is much more beautiful to look at. We know that from research. If you ever do see my videos, you'll notice that my face is not symmetrical. So that does cut into my beauty, and that is the truth why I'm not a major fashion model. That and the fact that I'm too old and ugly. But when you look at my face, you'll notice I broke my nose 6 times. This tooth got broke. 3 major surgeries on my face. Yeah, that doesn't really make you a TV star. But out there in the field, I know how to make myself more symmetrical. Every so often, folks, one-hand press, one-hand bench press, one-arm TRX row with your heels and knees together, stand as tall as you can, the double-stick hill sprint, the double-stick stadium sprint, the double-stick sprint. I hope that helps. I'm Dan John from danjohnuniversity.com, and thank you for listening.